Currently out for their outlaps are our junior SM65s and our Metrakit GP50s for their first race. Smaller field for this one. We have, I believe, 5 or 6 riders out there. I'm going to call 5, but I don't believe Lucas Brown has made the grid. Out in first place, we have Elliot Dufton, Max Feeney second, Reece Stevenson third, Preston Ward fourth, and Kyle Payne fifth.
On screen now are details of the crowdfunding page on Just Giving for Riley Dexter. For those of you who don't know, Riley Dexter, our champion from last year's SM Junior 90 Bambinos class, was involved in a nasty supermoto incident last week, and the entire British Mini Bikes paddock, in support and solidarity for his recovery, currently in hospital, as we're ready to get underway with racing here. We're away in the junior SM65 and GP50s class. Elliot Dufton, there's no championship, as we've got a problem getting away there, I can see, for Preston Ward. So Ward slow away there, and we'll have it all to do to get back on terms with the field.
Dufton leads the way though, Howard. He's out in front with Max Feeney.
Yeah,
second.
oh, and down there, one of the riders from the mid-pack.
I think that's Reece Stevenson.
Yeah. I'll agree with that one. At least provisionally. I will confirm that though, as we come round on timing.
Or was it Kyle Payne? Getting the two of them mixed up, I think, am I? Dufton comes around to complete his first lap. Feeney will follow in second place. And yes, Reece Stevenson is in third. It's Kyle Payne we saw hit the ground there. He's up and on his feet at the top of the hill. As we follow our race leader, Elliot Dufton. There's second place man, Max Feeney, in the distinctive lime green. And Reece Stevenson follows behind him, the white and orange. Into the Zulus they come. I like how Max has maintained his colour coordination with his wet weather gear.
Yeah, so I think it was actually Carl Payne who went down. Have we said that? Up at the top. Oh, is it? Sorry.
Yes, I do believe that's Kyle Payne. Preston Ward had troubles off the start line.
I'm going to double check.
But now appears to be up there. There's two of them up there now.
There are two riders down indeed.
Dufton, Feeney and Stevenson have come through and completed lap 2. So yeah, Preston Ward appears to have pulled up next to Kyle Payne. I'm not sure if he went down or not. I didn't see an incident.
A lot of support coming in for Preston Ward, still circulating. You can see the rain coming down here though. This is Max Feeney working his way through the Zulus.
Yeah, at the top of the hill, Howard, Preston has got going again.
Sorry, yes, we're saying that one's Preston, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah, well, Preston's now coming through the
I'm
Zulus,
with you.
so he's got
Yep.
going again. It looks
Okay.
like Kyle's going to sit the rest of this one out.
I'm with you. Yes, indeed. Understood now. That means, unless we're very much mistaken, we're down to just the SM65 runners. And here is your leader in that, Elliot Dufton, who incidentally is already confirmed as the champion for this one. So this is he's just showing off at this point.
Yep, no Evan Belford today, who was his closest challenger. We've seen some good races between the two of them.
We have,
Plus,
and
of course,
it's been a very good season for this class. Some of our younger riders, not the youngest that we'll have today, but some of our younger riders out there. Max Feeney then running in second place, about will be about 8 seconds behind this young man this next time through. There is Max Feeney. You just saw him coming into shot. Reece Stevenson still circulating in third, and as we said earlier, Preston Ward still out there going around in these really, I mean, I don't know about you, mate. I wouldn't want to be out in these conditions. There is fun to be had when you're racing in the wet, don't get me wrong, but this is very tricky stuff at the moment for these young riders, and I am dead impressed with the way that they're able to handle such changeable conditions.
Perhaps it takes
I
people with more ability than us, Howard, to enjoy
yes,
such conditions.
I took that as read almost, but yeah, absolutely. You can see just as he's going over, for example, the painted white lines there. As we look at Preston Ward, here he is circulating once again. You can see how, you know, they'll touch the white lines or the yellow lines that define the grid. You can see little extra bits of spray there. Just that sudden change can really upset, you know, the grip conditions you're dealing with. It really is the smallest of things, and we've spoken about the curbs, particularly through somewhere like this in Zulu. So it really is impressive what all the riders are doing today, not least these youngest of riders. And as I mentioned just before we got underway as well, a particular young rider in the minds of everyone here at this weekend's event. It was the Ride for Riley event yesterday as well, to show the support and solidarity from all the riders in the paddock for Riley's recovery following his incident.
Yeah, let's get well soon, Riley Dexter.
Absolutely. Here though, 4 laps away from a win here for this young man here, but he's got to keep it. How many times already today have we seen the people leading the race come to blows with the weather and lose it? So it's not game, set, match by any means at the moment. Max Feeney running well in second place. Nice consistent pace here.
I'm just wondering, Howard, if Elliot Dufton is out in our stock 140s this afternoon. Was it, no, what was it, 140s? Was it?
No,
He
not
was
the
out
stock.
in a
I'd be very impressed if he was out in the stock 140s.
He was out in a.
Are you thinking of the junior?
He's in more senior category at Three Sisters.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what class.
Yes,
there
yes,
he
it
is.
is. Good
He
spot.
will be
That's good, sir.
out this afternoon in
Super
we
minis.
say senior, they're not seniors.
Ultimate super minis.
But yes, he will be out in the
So he is out in a more senior class. He could have been.
A very strong showing from him at Three Sisters.
Yep,
He's turning into a very accomplished rider,
indeed.
as shown by this.
Yep.
Yeah,
Able
it'll be
to,
interesting to see how well he does this afternoon, especially with the extra added practice
Yeah, absolutely.
in these tricky conditions.
Absolutely. Just dealing with. Oh, that's good to see. That's Carl Payne back underway.
Hopefully we have all 5 riders.
So we have all 5 riders circulating. That's great to see. So Carl Payne, our only Metrakit rider out there in this one. So great to see Kyle circulating again, which means we're up to the full quota of 5 riders as we head into these last couple of laps. Elliot Dufton, your leader. Max Feeney in second. Reece Stevenson in third. And then there's the gap back to Preston Ward, who you just saw flash through the shot at the very back there on the 71 bike. And then Carl Payne in fifth. And that is all of your riders on track at the moment.
You'll see the last lap board pop up on the right hand side of your screen now.
Absolutely. That's what we should have gone by.
That's I've learnt my lesson several times this year, Howard. It's almost as if I don't listen. But yeah, look out
I've
for that
never
last
heard
lap
that
board.
said. Never heard it said of you. Anyway, this young man's on his last tour of the circuit. Through Christmas Corner he'll go. Elliot Dufton's had a fantastic run this season in the junior SM65s, and this race is no exception. Come rain or shine, this young man has one eye on the win. And if you can get through that kind of commentator's curse, he can get through anything, to be honest. So, round the final few corners comes Elliot Dufton into the boot, the left followed by 3 right-handers, which will take him onto the start-finish straight, with the checkered flag being readied. And Elliot Dufton, nice little wheelie there, takes the win in race 1 of the Junior SM65s. And then we'll wait for Max Feeney to come round and take second. There is Preston Ward taking the checkered flag. A couple of laps down after the incident earlier on, but has ridden well after that. Good for him to get back into the race. There's Max Feeney. And then there is Rhys Stevenson finishing third.
A good ride from all 3 of our top riders. Preston Ward recovers from his early excursion to the grass.
And Carl Payne's just taken the checkered flag as well. So great stuff there from those riders. There's a very happy Elliot Dufton, and takes the first win of the day in the Junior SM65s.
As I said, keep an eye out for him later on in the South Coast Honda Super Minis. He'll be riding in a more senior class and had a good excursion at Three Sisters. Be interested to see if he can carry his form into this afternoon.
Absolutely. You can see receiving some congratulations for a race well ridden. Next, actually, do you know what? We'll just take. It's very slow. I'll not talk you through the rest of the schedule here. We'll have the Pit Bike Veterans out next for their first race, and then it will be the IMR Racing UK Mini GPs. Then we'll have the B race and the A race for the Pit Bike Stock 140s, and then the Junior SM90 Bambinos will be out for their first race, followed by the South Coast Honda Super Mini Ultimates, and that will bring to an end the first. Right calls have to be made in terms of safety.
Hello and welcome to Funbikes TV. My name is MJ and today I'm going to introduce you to the M2R RF160 Supermoto. This is the Supermoto version of the RF160, which you can find out more information for by visiting funbikes.co.uk or by following the link below. Turn 1 is the main objective. Get there first and the race can be won. This is achieved with the high-performance, single-cylinder, 160cc oil-cooled YX engine, offering exhilarating performance early with thrillingly brilliant acceleration. Alloy handguards have been added to protect your hands in close racing and in the event of a crash. Also added for this exact reason are crash bobbins, which protect the track in the event you fall off the bike. It comes with adjustable front SP forks and a D&M rear shock to allow for a high level of flexibility, stability and traction. This Supermoto also features a quick action throttle, mag wheels and our huge factory spec twin pot front big brake system, meaning it's virtually track ready from the crate. The only thing we'd recommend as an add-on would be a set of mutual race tyres and a pair of tyre warmers, both of which can be purchased from funbikes.co.uk. Finally, a sump catch tank has been added, a must for championship racing as they stop any leaking fluids from your bike landing on the track and making it potentially dangerous for any rider. This has been a short review for the M2R KM160 Supermoto, which you can order now from funbikes.co.uk. Thank you very much for watching and let the fun begin.
He rode very well there, bringing to a close what's been a superb season in the Stock 160s.
Couldn't agree more.
He couldn't. He's focusing on the next bit of action. But yes, we continue with our final set of races for the year with the SM65s and Metrakit GPs out for their second race. That's some of our young riders, 9 to 15 years of age. This championship done and dusted at the front by Elliot Dufton.
Superb ride from him earlier, nice and assured as he has been all year. We saw him out in one of the senior categories as well. He's joined on the front row of the grid by Max Feeney. Reece Stevenson and Preston Ward are behind them in 3rd and 4th. And Kyle Payne makes up our 5-bike grid.
Absolutely. Just before we get underway, I'm going to stress everything that we've said championship-wise is provisional today. I just want to stress that. But we are fairly confident. This one, we are fairly confident because it was wrapped up, I think, a couple of rounds ago. Anyway, flags in the air. We're ready to go here. It's a good start from Max Feeney, but Elliot Dufton's going to hold on to it into the first corner as our 5 riders get away. And it's the dream start there from Elliot Dufton. Behind them, we've got Reece Stevenson and Preston Ward battling it out over 3rd. Oh, is that down for Dufton? Dufton's down!
It's possibly the first mistake we've seen him make all year, Howard.
That is unprecedented. I said it was the dream start. It's not now. Dufton goes down, and that promotes Max Feeney to the lead, with Reece Stevenson pressuring hard there into the boot.
I think Stevenson took Ward a couple of corners ago. They're now challenging for the lead, though, as you said. Feeney will come round to complete the lap in 1st place.
Well, how about this then? The last lap, the first lap ends with Max Feeney leading. Reece Stevenson is 2nd. Preston Ward is 3rd. Elliot Dufton in 4th, with Carl Payne in 5th. And look at this. This is Reece Stevenson going past Max Feeney at the top of the hill. Stevenson to the lead of the race.
Excellent move from Stevenson. Feeney won't like that, though. He'll be coming back at him, no doubt. This is now for the lead. We're looking at about 7 or 8 seconds back to Elliot Dufton. 8.
Yep.
Yep.
So this is going to be the question. Can Dufton put on a turn of speed that puts him back onto terms with these front runners?
If I remember correctly, he had a significant advantage to win by earlier, but obviously now he's got the overtakes to factor into that as well.
Yeah, well, we'll see the lap times this time around to see any speed difference. Reece Stevenson sets a new fastest lap in the race for 52.95, followed by Max Feeney. Elliot Dufton, though, sets the new fastest lap of as Reece Stevenson's down. That's Reece Stevenson, race leader down, and there is Dufton challenging Preston Ward up the hill, but he's not going to have an opportunity there. Dufton has just set the fastest lap of the race for 52.21. I was about to say that Reece Stevenson was matching his pace enough to keep him at bay over the course of the race, but Stevenson has just gone down. But he's got himself back underway now.
Sorry, I thought Preston Ward was going to have him back then, but Dufton has made it stick eventually. He'll now hound down Max Feeney. The gap was about 6 seconds on the turn of that lap. Let's see what Feeney's got.
Yeah, this young man's on a mission here. Max Feeney leads. There he is. And then there is Elliot Dufton on the recovery ride, with Preston Ward in 3rd. Reece Stevenson is in 4th, with Carl Payne in the Metrakit, or on the Metrakit bike, in 5th. So there's Preston Ward, running well.
Our gap between 1st and 2nd, 4 seconds. On pace that we saw last lap would take 2 laps for him to cruise up to the back of Max Feeney's bike, and we can see now as they come out onto the back straight, the gap has reduced on this lap. There's still an advantage for Feeney though. 4 laps remain after this one.
Yeah, Feeney's last lap was not his fastest, so the question will be, has he got a response this time around? A 53.93 is one of his best laps of the race, but Elliot Dufton sets a new fastest lap, first to dip below a 52 second, a 51.43, and the gap is down to 1.5 seconds here between our lead pair. You've got to assume that Dufton here has got the pace advantage to try for the lead of this one.
Yeah, it won't be through the Zulus now, but keep an eye on them into the boot and certainly come out to Christmas corner next time round.
Yeah, agreed. Or will it be into the boot? You look at the drive that he gets out of Zulus, and he's got the job done. That was as calm as you like for the lead of the race. Elliot Dufton moves to the lead of race 2, the final race of the season for this class, the Junior SM65s.
He has now got to keep it stood up, though.
Yeah, absolutely, which is easier said than done. And we saw in the first lap how easily it can happen to the best riders out there.
He's had some blister and pace catching up to Max Feeney, but will he now ease off a little bit? Does that give Feeney a chance?
Well, Feeney's been riding really well, I think, today, and just needs to, as you say, keep it consistent for if the opportunity arises, and he's in a good position in second place.
I think Reece Stevenson may have pulled off, as he's now shown as 2 laps down.
Yeah, you might
After
be
he's
right
off,
there.
which was a while ago now. He's not, as far as I can see, at the side of the track, so he may have made it back round to the pits, but there might be something wrong with the bike.
Yeah. Don't forget, you can follow all of the live timing that we have here in the box, live.alphatiming.co.uk. Click on British Mini Bikes, and there you can see all of the timing as the races are going on today. Crossing the line to start a new lap outside our windows, Preston Ward. He's ridden well as well. He's ridden well as well today. That's a tongue twister for you.
All right, sentence that.
As we watch Elliot Dufton tackling the Zulus.
Is that pesky last lap board going out? I think
It
it
is, you know. It is. They're matching up. It's all good, mate. So this young man has shown that even when he makes a very uncharacteristic mistake, he can make up for it with his pace. But shout out to Max Feeney, keeping him honest. Still only 2.7 seconds behind as they go on to the last lap. And the last lap of the season, one in which this young man has been extremely impressive.
Yeah, so as I said, when he went down, that's possibly his first mistake of the year. He's been supreme so far and thoroughly deserves his championship victory. Evan Belford, his closest competitor, not around today, but has pushed him hard. Hasn't always been straightforward as his 2 wins today have looked.
Shout out to this young man as well, Carl Payne. Haven't mentioned him a lot this race, but he's been riding well today.
He's on the Metrakit 50s.
He is.
As opposed to the JSM 65, but coming over the line now, taking the victory, pops a quick wheelie. Elliot Dufton, your championship winner, is the race winner as well. Max Feeney, just 1.69 seconds behind him. Good rides from both those young men. We look now to the start-finish line to see Preston Ward should be crossing the line any moment now.
Nice little celebration from the top 2 there. That's a very happy Elliot Dufton. And I think Max Feeney's happy as well. But yeah, give the cameras more waves. It's good. We're loving this. We're loving the celebrations.
If you want to floss at it, go ahead. You have my permission. Do it through the Carl Payne comes home in 4th place, and Reece Stevenson did indeed pull off. So only 4 riders. Here are some replays, starting with Elliot Dufton's spill. This was Reece Stevenson taking the lead off Max Feeney just a lap later. Dufton's recovery ride starts there. This was the moment Stevenson lost his lead. Dufton gets the cut back there on Preston Ward. And this is the celebration between the two of them. Dufton, our championship leader, and a wave from Max Feeney. Good to see them enjoying themselves out there.